Oh, yeah. Hi there, and thank you for coming in. You may be wondering why is she on here on what is this, a Wednesday? Is this Wednesday? Wednesday, when I usually come on Tuesdays. Well, I couldn't get on Tuesday for some odd reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it besides there were technical difficulties that would not allow me to come on. So that's why I decided to come on live on today, Wednesday. So as you come in, please make sure that you share, like, comment. Let me know where you're coming in from, so I can shout you out in the comments. I appreciate it very much. So I have a couple of places that even I want to share this too. So as I share, you share. And thank you again for coming in, and thank you again for letting me know where you're coming in from. Let me see here. Hey, there she is, my friend and yours, Angela Elton, coming in from DC. Hey, Angie, thank you so much. Trying to share it to a couple of places right quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead with my message. My message tonight is love yourself, and to me, bouncing on a mini trampoline is loving yourself. But there's more to it than that. Let's see. I want to share this right quick. Just like I got my phone out, get your phone or whatever device that please do share. That's one place I wanted to share it. And I hope you had a good week. We got out today here in Chicago area and it was 68 degrees. And I mean it was beautiful. Although it was a very cloudy day and very windy day, it's still real windy here. You could have just, they say they call Chicago the Windy City. Today it lived up to its name. It could have just blew you away. It was really windy, but beautiful as far as the temperature is concerned. Let's see, I have one other group that asked me to please send my, when I go live, to please send it there. So I want to make sure that I take opportunity to do just that. And I thank them for asking me to do that. Not everybody asks you to do stuff like that. Yes, and one other group, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started with my message. So, this is still the month for women, and we had our International Women's Day that was on Monday, the 8th, that was up and live everywhere, and then we have National Women's History Month, the month of March, and so is someone that's in your life that's been a blessing to you, that's been a great influence to you, give them a shout out this month. Give them a call, say thank you or something, and let them know that you appreciate them. That's what we have to do to show our appreciation. And then Angela says, thank you for, she says, you're very welcome because I said thank you. And I know she has shared, so I appreciate you so much. And I know she's probably going to be going back and forth. She said it was 70 degrees in DC, a beautiful thing. I was glad to be out in some warm weather. All the snow is gone, except for those mounds of snow that were put, in parking lots. So in some places we have this mound. It looks really dirty, but I know right beneath the dirt is that white snow that's still trying to melt away. Will not be forgotten, gone down in the history books. So today I'm talking about love yourself. So I have 4 points that I'm going to go over tonight on this topic of loving yourself. And again, to me, loving yourself means bouncing on the mini trampoline. Bouncing on the mini trampoline is showing your body that you care. You love your lymphatic system. You want to help your lymphatic system to do what God intended for it to do. That you love it enough because you know that your lymphatic system does not have a pump, and you are responsible to help it to pump. So you bounce. Each bounce says, I love you. 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 Yeah. So I want to say, love yourself and say, I didn't get out today, but plan tomorrow. So say, oh, 75. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. I got to see what the temperature will be tomorrow here. Make sure I get out in it as well. But yes, you want to love yourself with each bounce. Each bounce is love because you're helping your body help you to be healthy, to be whole, to help to repair cells, to help to decrease any brain fog, make your mind more sharper, your brain sharper. You're helping your bones, you're helping your nervous system, you're helping your blood system, you're helping to move those toxins and cellular waste from being stagnant throughout your body so they can be removed so that you can have full circulation of your lymph fluid, of your blood, as it's circulating through the body, bringing you oxygen and nutrients. Each bounce is telling your body that you love your body. You love all of it, all 37.2 trillion cells of it. Yes. All right. So if you got your mini trampolines set up, let me know if you're bouncing with me. Even on the replay viewers, let me know if you're bouncing with me. Yes, you want to get your bounce on. I don't have any music to play, but that's okay. At the end, at the bottom of every bounce, just think of you loving yourself. And nobody can do this for you. It's something you have to do for you. Yes, each bounce says, I love you to your body. Now, as I get into my message, the first point that I have here on love yourself is, let me hit it here, and it says, number one is fix what needs to be fixed. What does that mean? It could mean different things for different people. If it means you need to fix your attitude in order to show more love to yourself, then you need to fix your attitude. If it means that you need to be more positive with the words that you speak, then you need to fix that by speaking more words that are positive versus negative. If it means that you got thoughts that run through your mind that make you angry, that upset you, that you wouldn't want anybody else to know that you're thinking those kind of thoughts, only you can fix that. Does that make sense? Only you can fix it. There's a lot of what is going on with us that we know needs fixing. And we already know what we need to do to fix it. But do we actually do it? Sometimes we let procrastination cause us to stay in a state of being that's not working for us for too long. And then you want to blame it. I've heard people say, well, my doctor didn't give me the medication that I needed when I went there about this. Well, your doctor can't help you to be more positive. Your doctor can't help you to think more thoughts that are positive, that are clean and pure, that those thoughts that are going to help to uplift you. Your doctor can't do those things for you, and those things can make you just as sick, or it may be the root cause of your sickness, right? If you need to forgive, going to the doctor is not going to necessarily help that ache or pain that keeps showing up. And when you go and they say, I don't see anything, maybe it's just all in your head. And you said, that makes no sense because I had this ache on my left side yesterday and it showed up on my right side today. And you tell me you don't see anything. Sometimes it may be that you need to forgive. Some of these things that we can fix, we need to just get to it. And this is still early in 2021. And I'm stressing that because it's time to make this a better year for you in your life. in your health, in your relationships? What are those things that need to be fixed? When you fix it, it's not only going to affect you, usually it's going to affect somebody else, whether they're close to you or someone that you work with, someone that you have to have daily encounters with, because you become better. You become nicer to be around, even for yourself. You say, I'm tired of being angry and upset. Seems like it just gives me a headache every day. Who wants to have that kind of headache? It takes practice, though, when you're trying to change the way you've been showing up in the world, and you need something to do something different to fix it, and you need to take responsibility to fix it. It's just that you say, today is the day I'm going to start doing something different that's going to help me get out of this. Something I'm going to do to help me, to help my body, to help my mind, to help my spirit, so that I can feel better, so that I can have more peace, so that I can feel healthier, let alone how it's going to affect other people. How is it going to affect that person looking in the mirror back at you? That's what we're talking about tonight. Love yourself. And my question to that is, what's stopping you? What's stopping you from loving yourself? What's stopping you from fixing those things that you need to fix? That's the question that I'm asking you, but you might want to ask yourself that question. Hmm, what is stopping me? Why is it that I've let this go on so long? And I know I don't like it. I know it just tires me. I'm tired of being, I've had people say, I'm tired of being frustrated and mad all the time. I don't even know why I'm like that. That's when you sometimes may need to reach out to a coach or to someone that you can talk to, that you can talk things through, that can help you to maybe pinpoint what is that thing that makes you like that. What is it that will help you to stop? Some strategies, some tips, some tools, some things you can do that's gonna be help, that's real help, you know? Because there is help. God has a way already made for each one of you to have a life that's whole and at peace, where things are working together. It's not necessarily that we have things that happen in our lives that help to make us stronger, to help to make us learn things that we need to learn. I was listening to the broadcast last night, Lotus Riche Ignite, and she had on Dr. Rivers, and he was saying, when you have failures, those are lessons. You learn from them, and then you can help somebody else. And that makes it's so practical, but it makes so much sense, right? We can use those things that have come up like a failure in our lives, because then we get on the other side of, we need to fix whatever need to be fixed, right? And then we can help somebody else that we see coming that same way, on that same avenue. Yeah, so if you have any comments along this line, got something you want to share, I sure would appreciate it. And she says, let me just stop for a second here. She says, I love myself twice today on the mini trampoline. I was bouncing while I was waiting for water to boil for tea. Yeah, take any time to love yourself as far as bouncing is concerned. Because it don't take that long of bouncing that can make a big difference for your entire day. Loving myself every day with daily affirmations. Yes, that's a great thing to do. Whether you're saying affirmations, you may quote scriptures that pertain to what's going on in your life now. That's one thing. How I learned to pray scriptures and learn some scriptures that I still know till today is when I first became a Christian. I had index cards. Today I have huge, huge index cards. But I used to have these little small index cards. Hey, Elder Robert, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank God. So it says she's watching. Thank you. Um, let's see what else we got here. I completed 10 minutes on the trampoline. And see, you don't need to do 10, you don't have to do 10 minutes, but you do 10 minutes because you're having fun, because it's easy. It's easy to do. And because you're not trying to bounce, see how high you can bounce. You're not trying to see if you can do splits while you're in the air, where how high you can bounce. You're just doing that and emphasizing, just that gentle bounce. If you put some music on, like I know Angie does, sometimes you put some music on, or you're in between, you're watching a program on TV, depending on where you have your trampoline set up, you'll find that the time just goes by. And your body, after you get off that 10 minutes, that 3 to 5 minutes, that 10 minutes, it's going to go a long way into the day. It doesn't just, the benefit of it just does not stop at the moment you get off. It goes with you into the day. So just know that as well. So we want to fix what needs to be fixed, figure out what's stopping you, figure out what's stopping you, and then make the necessary changes, the necessary pivots. And if you have a hard time with that and you saying, I need some support, I need some accountability to make sure I follow through, because maybe that's probably part of the problem I need to fix. You can see going along the bottom there for coaching, support, and accountability. You can reach out to me at bit.ly/speak with Hillary. That's capital S, speak with, and capital H, Hillary. bit.ly/speak with Hillary. And we can get on a call and find out what can we do together that will help you to have the tools and strategies that you need so that you can see change now sooner than later, right? And so now I'm going to move on forward to my next point. And my next point, oh, there we go. My next point, before I go there, I'm going to stop again. It said it was easy and I had fun. Before I knew it, I had bounced 10 minutes. I wanted to keep bouncing, but I had to return to work. Oh, it's a good thing to do for a break. When I was at work, I started to take a trampoline into my office, and then I thought, somebody fall off of that thing or bounce themselves off because they don't know that they can do it gently. Then we got a whole nother issue going on. So I never did do that. Although I did take a hula hoop, took a hula hoop to work, and I took maybe 2 or 3 hula hoops to work. And every so often, I would come out of my office and I would go to get those hula hoops. And my staff, they would be like, "Oh no!" I said, "You need to stop." Just like I know Lotus, she'll have her staff get up from their computers and move, do a little dancing, do a little stretching, do something for a few minutes, because you need to help your body to keep everything circulating so you don't get stiff and have inflammation uh, well up in your ankles and your legs and knees and stuff for sitting for too long a period of time. And I would get those out. And sometimes other staff that were passing by in the hall, they would say, "Oh man, can I do it?" So they were having fun, but they were circulating, helping their bodies to circulate those fluids in the body. That's what I knew while I watched them have fun doing it and doing it myself as well. And so, for a break, get up. If you don't have a mini trampoline, walk in place. Walk from the kitchen to the living room a few times. Go outside, walk to the end of the block and back, or do something to move your body, because your body depends on you to do that so that it can help you live long and live well. So, number 2 for tonight, love yourself is our topic. Number 2 is, where is it at? This may come as a surprise. You are not perfect. You're not perfect. When we try to be perfect, we frustrate ourselves. because none of us are perfect. Even Jesus said, "I'm not perfect." You know, when we try to do that, it causes you to again procrastinate. It causes you to keep working on the same thing, trying to fix the same thing until it's perfect, until it's perfect. But getting something done, how does it's a saying that says it's better to have something done than to wait to be perfect. Because while you're trying to make it perfect, it's not done. It's not you can't check it off as done, you know? And I've never really had a problem with trying to be perfect. But I've worked with some people like that. And as the one that was in charge, I'm waiting on a report. I'm waiting on them to give me their numbers in the business office as an accountant. We're all accountants in there. I need this report from you. And they're trying to not just get the numbers perfect, but they're trying to give me a fancy report that's perfect, look perfect. Listen, I need to just extract some numbers from your report to put into my report that's in this computerized system. So the beautiful uh, report didn't matter to me, but it mattered so much to a couple of people that I work with. It was just like, oh, it's better to have something done than to just waste time trying to make it perfect or waste time trying to be perfect. None of us are perfect. We have flaws. All of us do. And sometimes if a person is saying they don't have flaws, that's a flaw right there. On where I stand. What about you? What you think? You are not perfect, so don't wait on perfection. One thing that I used to talk about, and I still do. The question is, have you done your best? Have you done your best? And listen, when you've done your best, whether it's a project that you're working on, or whether it's dinner, you're trying to cook a certain kind of dinner and follow a recipe, or whatever it may be. Perfect sometimes is hard to get to. And even when you get to perfect, then you realize it's everything that you were trying to get to, and yet that's not enough. So where is perfect? How far out is perfect? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, because for each person it would be different, right? So don't wait on perfection. Do your best. As far as your health is concerned, you said, man, 10 minutes bouncing, that sounds like a long time to me. Bounce to 3 minutes, bounce 1 minute. Count. I have one person, she doesn't bounce by the time, she bounces by the number of bounces. So she'll bounce 100 bounces or 50 bounces, whatever's going to work for you. Don't wait on perfection. Do it. Do it so you can get it done. That's just like when it makes me think about when you fix a different something like apple cider vinegar and you put it to water and you want it to help too with indigestion. You got indigestion and you got the drink fixed and you're sipping at it and you're putting it down and then you're sipping at it. And in the meantime, you still got indigestion. I always tell people, listen, for something like that, just get a little bit of water, put you some apple cider vinegar in there, a teaspoon or so in there, stir it up, and get it in your body. Drink it down so it can go in there and do what you intend for it to do to help that indigestion. While it's in the glass, it can't help you. So don't wait on perfection, because none of us are perfect. And that's okay. We have to be okay with that. For perfectionists, I guess it would take them a long time to be okay with that without some help, without somebody that can help them through that. So the whole point is in loving yourself is accepting the fact that you are not perfect and nobody is. Don't let anybody tell you that they're perfect and you start feeling some kind of way about yourself because you're not as perfect as they say they are. Do your best. Do your best. And you know when you've done your best. I want to go to commercial. And I'm going to play this right here in the middle before I go to my last 2 points. So I'm going to show this commercial. Let's see. And I'll be right back. I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I'm busy leaders for strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you are ready for that, you say, I need that in my life right now. Yes, if you need that in your life right now, you can go to BIT is scrolling across the bottom, the link to connect with me. You can direct message me, or you can go to this link to set up an appointment time that works for you. It's bit.ly/speak with Hillary, capital S and capital H in my name. So I thank you so much for that. I also wanted to share a something that's happening on tomorrow, Thursday. Let me get that for you right quick. I have a uh, show that's coming up. Hmm. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, I'm getting my days mixed up. I'm missing my show. So let's see, is it showing? Okay, so right there is Let's Get Acquainted. That's the other show that I have. It comes on Thursdays. And tomorrow I'm going to be hosting that show for March Women's History Month with my guest, which will be guest Dr. Margaret Fournier and also Dr. Lotus Richey. So we're going to be talking about the women that have influenced us in our lives that we just want to, say thank you to, especially during this month, Women's History Month. And we all have history. So that's what we're going to just have a little discussion tomorrow. And I invite you to come. That's March 11th, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Let's Get Acquainted for our March Women's History Month discussion with Dr. Margaret Fournier and Dr. Lotus Richey. I'll be your host, Hillary Gooden, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark your calendar and please do make it a point to come. I would love to have you there. Thank you. And so we're going to go right ahead and get into number 3. Number 3, love yourself is the topic. Love yourself. Number 3 is get to know yourself. Get to know yourself. I used to have a boss that used to tell me, "You're not aware. You need to be aware. You need self-awareness." I never understood. I had never heard anybody say that to me before, and I didn't understand. And that's all she would say. And I was like, "Well, okay." And I would just go back to my office, and then I'll have another meeting with her, and she would say the same thing, until one day I finally asked, "What do you mean, self-awareness? I don't even understand what you mean." And once she explained it, I was like, "Well, okay." She was talking about how I had become the CFO and I had so much responsibility going on and so many things that were happening at the time with our organization, until I didn't have time to be just trying to make nice with everybody. I was like, my head was to the desk, to the grind, or whatever you would call it. And I was just doing what I needed to do, learning what I needed to learn, because there were new things happening for me that I needed to learn as well. And it was just a lot. So what I found myself doing is saying, okay, because she said, "You don't smile." And I said, "I love to smile." She said, "But you don't smile." I was like, hmm, I hadn't noticed that. And so I just began to just take time where I would stop, come out to my staff, and say, just have time where we would just stop, take a break, have little discussions. We would laugh and, ease some of the pressure and then get back to work. And then I was doing that even with people that were outside of my office a little bit at a time, just taking those moments to be human, to be aware of myself and how I was interacting with other people. And so self-awareness, who are you? Who are you? You ever ask yourself that question? Who am I? How am I being in the world? Only you can answer that. And sometimes it may take a while. It may take a while because it did for me. What do you want? What do you want in your life? What do you want your life? What do you want to become? Or are you becoming, that book that um, Michelle Obama wrote, Becoming. You're becoming that person that you always wanted to be, or that you feel that God has ordained you to be, has chosen you to be. You're becoming a better person. You're becoming a better wife. You're becoming a better cook. You're becoming a better business person or a better employee. You're becoming, what are you becoming? Have you ever thought about that? Who are you and what do you want? Because loving yourself is knowing those things about yourself. Would you agree? If you agree, put a 1 in the comments. Let me see how you all are feeling about this. Hi, Derek. Thank you for coming in. God bless you as well. Let's see. Angie, let me just stop here. Angie says, "I enjoy learning to increase my knowledge and skills, not to be perfect." And absolutely, I feel as that we should always be learning. There's always more to know. There's always more. No matter how much you already know, there's more. Thank you, child of God. Yes, absolutely. So I got me some ones. Let's see here. This is my mom. Thank you for coming in. And she says, many of us find it hard to love ourselves as we are. I plan to do, I'm sure that says to do better. And that's what, what I was saying earlier. Have you done your best today? All you have is today. Tomorrow is not here. Yesterday is gone. Have you done your best? And guess what? The day is not over. You got time to do better. You got time to put in your best for your own self so you can say, you know what? I did that. And that's a sign that I love myself. That's a sign that I love me. And the way you show up for yourself is the way you teach people how to treat you. When you're loving yourself and you're kind, you're kind to yourself and makes you be kind to other people. I mean, it helps to set the pace for how people are going to treat you. So you don't want to be mean to yourself and then you wonder why everybody else is mean to you. You don't want to be the one that's uh neglecting yourself and you wonder why everybody else neglects you. It's just the way things work. What you put out is what comes back. The seeds you sow is what you're going to reap. And even when it pertains to you, from you to you. So we're going to plant those good seeds. And so this topic was get to know yourself. Who are you? Who am I? I used to think I was talking to someone, I think it was yesterday, and I said I always knew when I left that job, I was not going to another job. And they said, well, because they were like, well, have you ever thought about, maybe taking on a second job or taking on another job? And I was like, no, I hadn't. I'm like, because God so fixed something in me that I knew when I left that He was going to work some things out, and I had to begin to know who am I becoming, you know. And I'm the vibrant life coach, lymphologist, author, speaker, and I'm the pastor. I know as far as the business is concerned that I help busy women leaders to reduce their stress and anxiety and inflammation by using their lymphatic system to be active, to be maintained for their wholeness and health, so that they can increase energy, clarity of mind, have better health, better sleep, boost their immunity, and have more vitality. I know that I absolutely believe that you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life. And I'm becoming more into that every day. It's just who I am, and I'm okay with it. And another thing I have Dr. Lotus Richey say, let me introduce to you Queen of the Lymphatic Bounce. And I was like, oh, I can't seem to call myself that. But you know what? I am the Queen of the Lymphatic Bounce. There's nobody else talking about the lymphatic bounce or claiming that name. So you know what? I am the queen of the lymphatic bounce. That's me, Hillary Gooden. So who are you becoming? And be okay with your dreams. You know, as you move, you have every day a new day to work toward it. You have a new day to work toward better health. Every day is a new day to do better. And whatever that thing is that you want to fix that we talked about in number one, every day is a new day to do better, to love yourself. You love everybody else. Don't neglect yourself. You got this precious love that you're giving out all over the place. And then you at the end of the day, you don't have anything left for you. Stop that. I say stop it. And make sure you put yourself on your list so you can love yourself and people can see you are worthy of love as well. Derek says, the best is yet to come, better days. And that's how we all have to really look at it. No matter what happened today, tomorrow is a new opportunity for a better day. When you wake up every day, I heard somebody say, um, today was the today was the best day of my life until I put my feet on the floor and got up. But then you don't want to think like that. Today is the best day, and you can make it the best day all throughout the day by the things that you do, the words that you speak, the thoughts you think, how you treat yourself, how you treat other people, how you choose to love, how you choose to forgive, all of those things. Getting up, taking a walk at lunchtime, at break time, in the middle of the day, just because. Eating that salad instead of that hamburger today. You know, drinking a little more water than you did yesterday. And of course, bouncing. You gotta bounce. In my world, you have to bounce. It can make the day better. After a crappy day, a busy day full of just everybody calling on you, calling on you, calling on you, and you give it, give it, give it, give it, give it, and you can get home and bounce for a few minutes. I'm telling you, it can make the rest of the day better, your evening better. Absolutely. I have another comment here from my mom, Apostle Christine Good, and she says, Women must learn that they can be first sometimes with no shame and no apology, unapologetically first, because I matter to me. And when people see you take that stand, they go, oh, she matters. And began saying, and I don't care who think it's kind of strange, but I'm somebody to know. I am somebody to know. I'm gonna get a T-shirt so I can say, and I got the T-shirt to prove it. I am somebody to know. God has worked a lot of things in me that can help somebody else. And some of the things I talk about, I tell people, listen, they say, well, that doesn't apply to me. I don't need that. Well, maybe you don't need it, but maybe somebody you know and love needs it. Tell them to check me out. Tell them to, send them my way for that person that does need what I have to give the world. Freely I'm giving it. Freely I've received it. Freely I'm giving it as an act of my will to obey God and what He's given me to do with the rest of my life. And it's a great thing because I love it. I absolutely love what He's given me to do, helping you so that you can help your body help you live a more vibrant life. I love it. Absolutely. Elder Roberts, I believe this is Elder Roberts, she said, that's good advice. I did that today, made myself first. And it feels good. It makes you smile. It can even make you giggle a little bit. Especially when you don't do it usually because you feel like you have to keep giving because they still need you. Whoever they are, the children, the husband, the spouse, the business people, partners, and the job, the bosses, the under subordinates, or whoever. But you need you. If you're not in good health, you don't have peace in your life because you don't love yourself. You save the leftover you for you. Stop that. Stop that. And love yourself, like Apostle said, love yourself first. Put yourself first on the list, unapologetically. And people will say, well, maybe I need to do what she's doing. Maybe I need to do what he's doing. Seems like he's got better attitude, a little pep in the step these days when you put yourself first. Make you feel good, boost your confidence. And Angela said, I am important. I am enough. And that's something you should say every day. I am important. I am enough. There are many, I know for women, I don't know about men, but I imagine there are men are in this equation as well that feel like they are not enough. They live their lives in that place of being, of feeling like you're not enough. And it's not a good feeling to feel like that. But it becomes such a part of you over time as a habit, as a way of being that you don't believe that it's better for you. But when you begin to say, I am enough, what happens is your mind gets a hold of that thing, that thought, and said, that's a new thought coming in here. I haven't heard that one. And you know what? She's been speaking that thing for about a week. I guess I better tell the brain to stop sending those signals that she's not enough because she is enough. The mind believes everything you say. The brain believes everything, the brain does everything that the mind tells it to do. They work together, but they get their prompt from you. If you need to fix it, what's stopping you? That was number one. And then I feel like I think I skipped one. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Then you have here, she had another comment, I believe. It's coming up really slow. I have one more point after this. Angela Elton, I agree with that. You have to be interested in something, interested in something, and interested in doing the best for yourself, just like you're interested in helping everybody else, and they're interested in you helping them too. When you begin to help yourself, then they'll give you, like I was talking the other day, people will be, when you need space, you set boundaries, and you just need, my best example of this is when my mother had a foster child once, and this young girl, she was about 11, 10, 11, something like that. And when I would get home from work, my busy day from work, a 1 hour drive home, I would be so tired. I just need a few minutes. But when I would walk in the door, she'd be waiting. She hear my key. I could see her looking out the window. And when I get to the top of the stairs, she was just like, "Oh, how you doing? Let me tell you about my day. I did this, I did that." And I had to sit her down one day. I said, "Listen, when I come in, I want to know about your day. I really do. But I just need 30 minutes. Give me, when I come in the door, give me 30 minutes. You know how to count, so then I had to give her a lesson, make sure she can count the time on the clock. And when I would come in, she would sit there, she would speak to me, give me a hug, then she'd sit. And I'd be moving around, and she'd just be watching me and watching the clock and watching me and watching the clock. And in that 30 minutes, that's all I needed. And she began to give me that, what I needed. So you have to teach even children, teach them how to treat you. And then after that 30 minutes, I would listen to whatever she wanted to talk about. I didn't put her down and say, "Oh no, I can't, I don't." Then I would listen, and we got along just great. So it's just amazing how sometimes we just don't take those steps to love ourselves. And this is what this is all about. Love yourself. My last one for tonight is, get to it. My last one for tonight, got all these in here ahead of time. There we go. This is a good one too. My last one. Let go. Look what I said. Let go. That's supposed to be go of the past. Let go of the past and forgive yourself. Whatever has happened, you have to forgive you. Sometimes we hold ourselves in a noose. In a noose, we get hung by the tongue because we don't forgive ourselves. We hold things against ourselves for stuff that we've done in the past. The past is the past. And now is a new day. Right now. Right now is a new time. And now is a new time. And now is a new time. It's always now. Now is always a good time to forgive yourself. When you become aware, that's a good time to forgive yourself. Sometimes you may be holding things against yourself that you haven't thought about in years. And it could come to you especially when you're in that state of becoming and you want to be aware, and the Holy Spirit will help you bringing those things to the surface that you need to be aware of that's still in there. And you say, "Oh, wow." And you go through a process. And if that's something, that you say, "Well, man, that sounds kind of scary. I don't know. I want to go through a process like that alone." That's why that's part of what I do too, as part of the coaching, because there's so many things that can affect your health and can affect your peace, that cause them both to be frustrated And it may not have anything to do with the foods that you're eating at all. So to connect with me, this is going right across the bottom there for coaching, consulting, and support and accountability. Just go to the link that's there is bit.ly speak with Hillary. And we can have that talk, that conversation to find out are we a good fit for each other to help you to love yourself more, to help you to transform your health and peace so you can live a more vibrant life, doing those things you love to do, becoming who you love to be. Yes. So we have to let go of the past. I have some more comments here I'm going to go to right now. Um, and Angela, thank you so much, Angela. I just appreciate you for being here and being engaging. She says, my dad said the same thing when I was a kid. He needed time to decompress before being bombarded by us kids. I'm telling you, because now as an adult, you can understand why. And I'm telling you, I would just be so bogged down. But I knew I would start stressing sometimes because I knew when I got to the door, the little girl was going to be all over me, wanting to talk and share her day, and I didn't want to be mean to her. I wanted to be kind and nice, but I needed that time. Oh, I needed it. And so, yes, as adults, you have to find ways to get our points across without hurting anybody. Intentionally. You're not doing it intentionally, but when you know you need that little time, set the boundary for it. Have that little discussion for it. And when people know where the boundaries are and what it is you need because you told them, then if they love you, they love you, they're going to abide by it. Absolutely. And then Angie says here, yes, let it go. Where is that comment go? Let it go. The past. The past can trip you up. It can cause you to stay stagnated. It can cause you to stay in a state of procrastination. It can cause you to stay in a place of unforgiveness, holding grudges, uh, and unforgiveness, things like that you do uh, against somebody else. When you won't forgive and you won't let things go, and you holding grudges. That thing is like committing suicide, well, murder to the other person, just a little bit, every time that it comes up and you won't let it go. I believe that when things come up, it's for a reason so that you can process your way out of it to let it go. You hold on to it so tight for dear life, but yet it's not giving you life at all. In order to gain the life, you got to let it go. You got to let it go, you know? And when you do those things against yourself, you put yourself down, you don't forgive yourself for things you've done or said in the past. It's like committing suicide just a little bit. So this is something that's important. We have to learn how to process these things. We have to learn that when we just make up our mind, make a decision that I'm going to do better. I'm not going to hold on to grudges. I'm not going to hold on to unforgiveness. It's not working for my health and it's not working for my peace. And I need both of those so that I can live a long, vibrant life in good health. And so that's what I'm here for every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And like I said, I came on tonight because my computer would not work with me yesterday. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm not sure what the problem is. I put up a post that said, due to technical difficulties, I am unable to go live. And then I decided to come on today just so that the enemy knows he's not going to get the victory over this program and over me. Yes, because I have something to say. And so I'm so glad. If you have any questions, any other comments for me, I would love to engage And because this is pretty much the message that I have for today, it's such a relief to let it go and forgive myself. It really is. It feels like you feel lighter, like a burden has been lifted that you didn't even know you was carrying. It's amazing when we pray for people and pray with them and pray for them, and they say, "I feel so much lighter." Then you say, "I didn't realize I was feeling heavy like that because I just been in that state of being for so long that it felt normal." It's not normal. It's normal to love. It's normal to forgive. It's not normal to hold on to that stuff because it will literally make you sick. And I want you to be whole. I want you to be moving and having your being with vibrant good health. That's what the Bible says. Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper, be in good health, and I say vibrant good health, even as your soul prospers. That's what God intended, and that's what I would love for your lives as well. So thank you to all everybody that was here live, and I thank you as my replay viewers. Thank you for those that are going to catch the replay. Just as a recap, this was love yourself was the topic. Number one was fix what needs to be fixed. What's stopping you? Number two, you are not perfect. Don't wait. Don't wait on perfection. Number three, get to know yourself. Who are you? What do you want? And the last one we just went over, let go of the past. Forgive yourself. And on all of them, I say, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce is loving yourself, every cell of your being, every 37.2 trillion cells. With every bounce, you're saying, I love you, 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 I love you. So love yourself. And reach me again if you need coaching, consulting, you need support and accountability to help you to transform to the health and life that you would love to live in that's vibrant and whole. All you need to do is connect with me at BIT is scrolling right across the bottom, bit.ly// Hillary Speak with Hillary Gooden. bit.ly Speak with Hillary. And we can have that discussion to find out what it is that we can do and work on together that can help you move some things around in your life so that you can have a more vibrant life, both personally and professionally. And so that's why I'm here every week. Also, I wanted to again invite you to tomorrow. Let me pull this up again. Tomorrow on my Let's Get Acquainted show on Thursday, 6 p.m. This is going to be the first. There'll just be three shows because it's during the March. And the first one will be tomorrow with Dr. Margaret Fournier and with Dr. Lotus Richey. Two fancy names. I'm going to call myself Hillary Goodenay. I was just teasing. Okay, but we're going to be, how do I get that comment off of there so I can show it? Let me see. I can get that comment off, and I'm not sure how to get it out of my way. Hmm. Anyway, it's going to be tomorrow, Thursday, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my regular Facebook page. Let's get acquainted. March Women's History Month. We're going to be discussing, different women that have affected and influenced our lives, whether it's personally and business wise. Just going to have a grand discussion to uplift and honor women to continue that on. This is the month nationally for Women's History Month, and we just want to lift up some women that we know. And then on the following Thursday, I'll have guests on the next two Thursdays of this month, and further notice will come up as those come about. So I want to thank you Hey, I'm back. I'm not sure what happened, but I had a comment I was trying to get to here, the last couple of comments, and then I'm going to go ahead and close out for today. This one is, oh, it's not showing. I'm not sure why. Let's see if I stop this. I think that'll do it. Okay. Did I get it? Yeah. All right. Laverne, Elder Laverne Roberts, she said, thanks for reminding me. And I think she was talking about forgiving herself. Because, yes, we all have to, when you walk past a mirror, remind yourself, speak to that person in the mirror. If it takes that, and tell that person in the mirror, I love you. You are amazing. You are enough. You are important. And I don't know, care how crazy that might sound, but you're talking to your mind. Your mind is listening. It's always listening. It's always listening. And my last comment for tonight is from Miss Angela Elton. If this is going to change. And she says, what here? It's going to be a great discussion on tomorrow. Yes, and so I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't done Let's Get Acquainted since I believe it was December. And so it's going to be a good show and it's going to be great being able to speak to some other ladies, to bring some other ladies forth besides me just doing all the talking, to have some good roundtable discussions about this month is about women. And then the next month it could be about who knows what. There's so many great things that we're doing in the world today. And so, again, thank you for being here. Make sure to catch the live on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And always mark your calendar, schedule it however you have to be with me. And make sure that you're following me here on Facebook. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I sure would love for you to go there right after this broadcast and hit the subscribe button and the notification button so that you can be notified when I go live and you can follow me there as well. And I think that's what I want to say for tonight. So I'm thankful for everybody that came in. I'm thankful to you, my replay viewer. And if you need to, all you need to do is uh, direct message me. I also wanted to say, because I was about to take a drink, but anytime I take a drink, you know, just want to remind you that it's important to drink your water. I didn't mention drinking water. And I drink water that's infused with hydrogen gas that helps me to have more energy. It helps when you're bouncing on your mini trampoline or doing whatever exercise you do. It helps you to recover. It helps your cells to recover from the stress of working out, and so that you're not feeling those aches and pains and stiffness at a great degree. So if you want to know more about this water, it's a supplement. I was looking for something I could take that's a supplement that's easy, natural, and drug free. And since I talk about water all the time anyway, I thought, wow, this is really great to get water. And it's just filtered water and hydrogen gas. Simple, it's easy, natural, and it's drug free. And it helps to reduce inflammation and it helps a host of like 170 different conditions of the body naturally. And of course, this is just a supplement. So you drink one of these a day. You can drink more, but you drink one a day and it lasts for 24 hours in your body working, doing that great stuff. Just like when you bounce after you get off the trampoline, it's still, the effects of it is still working in your body. So if you like to know more about this, because you can't just pick this up at the grocery store, if you want to know more about this, please do direct message me and I'll be glad to have that discussion with you as well. Talking about your health and your wealth. Yes. So that concludes my program for tonight, the Vibrant Good Health Show with me, Hillary Gooden. I'm your vibrant life coach, lymphologist, author, speaker, and pastor. And I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety and inflammation by activating and maintaining a healthy lymphatic system to increase energy, clarity of mind, have better sleep, better health, boost immunity and vitality. Because I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body help you live a more vibrant life. So I'll see you next week. And if you're inclined to, see me tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Let's Get Acquainted show. Thank you and good night.